There's things that the dividend investors call yield traps, right? And that's basically, it's a company that has a high yield, but you're not going to make money off of it because they're going to pay you 12% a year, but the stock price falls by like 24% a year. So like net, you're down. And those are yield traps, and it's that big percentage. People see that and they're like, wow, that's awesome. I want to get that. But the thing is with dividends is that yield, that percentage that they show is what the annual dividend is as a percentage of the current stock price, right? So if the company was paying, $1 a share and it had a $100 stock price, then, you've got a 1% dividend yield.
Right.
Now, if that same company's stock price drops down to 10 and its dividend hasn't been cut yet and it's still $1, well, that looks like a really awesome, 10% like dividend there. But, the company also just lost 90% of its value.
Yeah.
So, those are some of the companies with a high dividend yield have that high dividend yield because they were paying big dividends when they were worth a lot of money and they haven't cut their dividend yet.
Right, exactly. So it's probably more likely that not only has the share price dropped, but that's usually because the company's struggling,
right?
And
Revenues
they
are
not,
dropping, profits are
and they're
dropping.
likely to see a dividend cut because they only. I mean, what's
well, and that's the thing is that if everybody's buying this stock because of that high dividend yield, when they do finally cut the dividend, man, if you thought the stock price had fallen a bunch before, just wait. It's going to crash.
Right. So, and they can, pretty much at any time a dividend or a company can cut its dividend.
Yeah.
I know they try not to go from 0 to, or 5% to 0. They'll try to slowly cut, especially if they're known.
Or they'll suspend it. They'll be like, we're going to suspend the dividend because, we're just not sure if we're going to have the profits to pay it this year. So a lot of times they'll do that, but then, those suspensions last, forever.